Hello, Roger, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, very well.
Okay, my name is Angela. We'll make an exercise tonight, but first, could you please choose between these four cards, please?
The second one.
Okay. Okay, hold on, please. I will open the second card. Okay. What's your full name, please?
My full name is Roger Segundo Rangel de la Peña.
And what shall I call you?
Roger, please.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Monteria.
And are
Col-
you a student or do you work?
Right now, I am a student and at the same time, I am an employee. So I
Ah,
study modern language and I am working in a electrical company.
oh, okay. I see. Can you please give me your ID number?
Yes, my ID number is 10774 572.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this first part of the exam, I'm going to ask you some about questions about yourself. Let's talk about your hometown. Do you like your hometown?
I really love my city. I'm from Monteria. Monteria is a small city in the north, in the coast of Colombia. It is located very near to the sea. This is a city with beautiful beaches with a lot of vegetation. So yes, I really love my city, my hometown.
Okay. What's a popular part of your hometown?
Not exactly in my city, but it's very near in my city. There is and a small downtown that the name is Tuchin. In this place, there are a lot of people that build an sombrero volteado. This is handcraft, handicraft, very popular in Colombia. And for me, it's a good place. And at the same time, there are beautiful beaches like Coveña, Tolú, Arboletes, and others.
Okay. Are there many shops in your hometown?
There are a lot, I think. Monteria is a city with almost 400,000 people, and for that reason, there are a lot of shops. But I recognize, or I remember three principal. One is in the north of the city. The name is Buenavista Mall, and there are other two in the center and in the south of the city.
Okay. Let's talk about books. Do you like reading?
Yes, I like reading a lot. I read all kinds of books, all kind of books. For example, literature, art history, scientists, business book.
Okay. What was the last book you read?
My last book that I read was Negotiation with the Devil. I remember that the author of this book was a professor of the Harvard University, and it's very interesting because it's about when you should negotiate with people that you don't like. For example, in a divorce, and when you need a close and very difficult in a very difficult situation, and it's very interesting for companies, for your familia, for your relationship.
Okay. Mm, do you often talk to others about what you read?
Yes, if the book is very good, I recommend to my friends. But if the book is not very good, I say never, don't buy this book, or never, don't read.
Okay. Have you ever given a book as a present?
Yes, a book is a very good gift. For example, for my nephew, he likes a lot to read, and I remember that I give him the the little the little princess. You know, this is a classic book for Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Yes, I remember that it was a very good present for my nephew because increased the imagination for him.
Oh, okay. Would you suggest reading reviews before buying a book?
Yes, in my case, I check the reviews because it's good maybe to think about the other point of view, for example, for critics. But at the same time, for me, it's good because maybe increase that the attention that you can pay for this book, and it's good.
Oh,
For me, it's good.
okay. Okay, now let's move on to the second part of the exam. I'm going to give you a topic and I like you to talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Before you start, you will have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes if you want. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Okay, here is a pencil and paper for writing notes, and here is your topic, okay?
Thank you.
Would you like to talk about a time when you couldn't use your mobile phone? So, describe a time when you couldn't use your mobile phone. You should say where it was, what you were doing at this time, when it was, and explain why you were not able to use your mobile phone. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. So remember, you have 2 minutes for this. So don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Yes. So I will take only 1 minute for notes, please.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank
Sorry, that's my mistake. Yes, you will
you.
have 1 minute to think, take notes, and
Yes.
after that, you will start to speak, please.
Thank you. So I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, can you start speaking now, please?
Yes, so the last year I finished my career, my degree for business, international business. So when you finish your career, you it's mandatory that in this country you should take the test Saber Pro. In this test, the government evaluate your competence, citizen skills, English level, uh, maths, uh, mathematical logic, and others competence. And the last year, I took this test in October, on October. And you know that the last year we was in the COVID-19 pandemic. And for that reason, I took the test in my home, in a virtual, in an online way. So in an online way. For this test, you couldn't use your cellular phone, your mobile. It's only a sheet of paper and a pencil and no more. That all that you have in your in your brain. And it was a very challenge for me because you use the cellular phone, the mobile all day for mathematical operational for all. And in this test, you only you need that your brain.
Okay, thank you. Do you often have to stop using your mobile phone?
Often, yes. So I use the cell phone a lot. I work in sales, and you know that the more important skills or the more important tools for an business people for a businessman is your cellular phone, is your laptop, and your brain. And for that reason, the mobile for me is very important.
Okay. Now we have been talking about a moment in which you had to stop using your mobile phone, and I would like to ask you some more general questions related to the topic. First of all, let's talk about regulation. Do you think there should be regulation on the use of mobile phones?
Yes, I think, but all depend about the condition, the situation. For example, for driving, in another for driving, or maybe in a school, you need to pay attention, but at the same time maybe for respect to other people. For example, in a cinema, in a theater, in a church, I need all depend about the situation, but sometimes I think that it will be mandatory. For example, when you are driving.
Okay. What do you think of primary school students owning a mobile phone?
So can you repeat, please, your question?
What do you think of primary school students owning a mobile phone?
What do you see as primary school student owning a mobile phone? You
Yes.
know that the mobile phone is a have different advantages and disadvantages. Advantage, you, for example, for a school, they can contact with parents, and they looking for information, maybe for the task. But at the same time, there are a lot of disadvantages. For example, the cybernetic bullying. Maybe there are a lot of information not very good for these kind of children or teenagers, because there are a lot of violence, and at the same time pornography. And I think that the our children and our teenagers should be developed a skill for to analyze, for to recognize the good information and the information that they don't need it. So this is my opinion.
Okay. What minimum age do you think is appropriate for owning a cell phone?
I consider that a person with 16 years is a teenager, but at the same time has the qualities or the capacities to recognize the good and the bad. Um, and I think that is a good age for a person to begin to use the mobile.
Okay. Do you think people depend on mobile phones too much today?
Currently, I say yes. For example, I am an example of this, because I when I woke up, or when I wake up, the first that I do or I did is take my cellular phone to check the news, and it's the final activity that I did in the day, and not only for work. At the same time, the mobile is very good to see, to maybe to enjoy the life, to watch movie, and to read a newspaper. So yes, I think that the old people or a lot of people uh, depend of the mobile.
Okay. Can you imagine a world without mobile phones?
Maybe I can imagine maybe an award with a mobile phone. Maybe it's an award when the people that they increase the eyes contact, the the empathy, the body language with one people with other people. Maybe the meetings with parents, with familiars, with friends. There are more talkings. There are more conversations, um, but at the same time, maybe it will be an award maybe with the communication with the news, communicating in a slow way. And this is an example that the advantage and a disadvantage of the mobile phones.
Okay. Thank you, Roger. That is the end of the test. Okay.
So thank you so much.